Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to integrate a website into your responsive blog. All right, so what we're doing is we're working inside the subheader part of your blog, which is right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a website inside a container about the size of this container here, below the search bar or the menu bar here, and on top of this content. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is add a new container, and I'm going to pull this up top. All right, that's it for now. I just want to save that here so I can have that box there. Change successful. All right, now I want to go into my website I'm going to use. So I already have one pre-made. I'm going to come here, make sure that it is published. Okay, once you do that, I'm going to do two things. First, you want to select here on the website so you can view it. And just to go over it, you can see we have an image slideshow here on this page. On the second page, we have a full image, and on the third page, we have a video. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to paste in this website, but we're only going to show this much of it. All right, so what we do is we come back to our site builder and go into our editor. Once we're in our editor, let this load up for a second. All right, cool. So what you see here is what I've done is I pulled up our ruler icon, and that is here. This kind of shows us the different pixel sizes of the page. And I've also, if you click on the site, left click, you'll bring up this little cursor here, right click and make it disappear. All right, we're going to drag this down to 400 pixels. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to make our footer as small as we possibly can. So this is actually my footer right here. It is very small, and I brought it all the way up as far as I could to 400 pixels. All right. All right, so the next thing I want to do is show you how many pages we have here. So right here, if I go into my layout, I can see we're on our image slides page. I have an image page, and I have a video page as well. You'll get to see that 400 pixel marker right there. All right, so let's come here, save our website, press save here, and close. All right, next thing we do is we come back to our page where we have our URL. I like to refresh after I change something on the website just to make sure. And then we don't need this. This is just an attachment of the URL. But if we copy the URL here, we can come back into our blog editor. And once we're here, we can go back into our container. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create that container and I want it to show across my entire blog. So I want to cover this entire space. So we're going to go here and add a column or a grid, and we're going to do it 100%. I can get out here. Once we have our grid, we come here and then we add a plugin. We're going to go into our text editor, and once you're here, you're going to go to the right hand side and you're going to look for a globe icon. That is our iframe button, which allows you to place other URL material inside of your own page. All right, so we're here in our URL box. We want to paste our code. Now for the width, I'm going to put it at 100%. And for my height, I'm going to put it at 420 pixels. Now, the reason being is because I'm giving it that extra 20 pixel cushion, because we don't want it to mess up the continuity of the website. Okay, and I'll show you exactly what I mean in a second. So once we have it here, we have our little cushion here. Press OK, and we get our iframe outline here in our text editor. Now press continue, and make sure you press save after everything you do on the blogs, because it updates as you move along. All right, so look at here, we have our website. Now we don't quite have it all the way across the board, so what I want to do is I want to come here, come into our text editor, and actually we want to get out of here. That's the add. So we want to come here and we're going to go into edit. Okay, right click and go to iframe properties. Make sure we're at 100%. Width alignment is not set. Press OK and continue. come here to our settings, come here to our content, go into general, and right now we have it centered. Okay, so this is a common mistake that you might run into. This is just little things that you have to double check. All right, so now we want to make our content 100%. Once we do that, we press OK. Once we press OK, we press save again. All right, there we go. And like magic, we have all the way across the board, and we can pull this over and see our page. Now, as you can see, we have that little white here. Okay, and we can fix that by changing the background color. Or we can make it exactly the size of our box. Now, our container. Now, what I want to do here is show you why I put 420 pixels. So I'll come back here and edit. Just load for a second. I'm going to right click and go to iframe properties to change anything. And let's say, for example, I want to do 300 pixels instead. And I press OK. All right, now we have a shorter iframe box. Press continue. And then go ahead and save that. All right, so we're going to get this out of here. So now if I actually click this, I can preview. And we'll see that as a user, when we're coming and we're scrolling over, we're going to have to scroll before we can go anywhere. And actually, the page is going to stop scrolling at that point. All right, they're going to have to move their mouse in order to go down your page. We want to prevent that. So which is why we bring our edit back out. We come back here and we at least give it that cushion, if not make it the same size of the frame. All right, that way you can avoid that scroll. Let's say we do 410. Okay, and continue. All right, so once we save again, we can go ahead and look at our edit. And that is really it. That's how you use the iframe, and that's how you actually get other content onto your blog, and you can do that in many different ways. Thank you, and I'll talk to you next tutorial.